Hello then everyone and welcome to the video. Today it is not about putting any shows on. Today I do like to kind of do Q&As, but I've got no Q's, so I've got no A's. But I want to give you an insight on what I'm thinking about the channel, and I have put some of these on the community posts, but I want to hear your thoughts in the comments as I explain them in full. I would first like to announce that the Patreon videos will be coming back on the 9th of January and the YouTube ones will be starting up again on the 16th. This is because Patreon has got to be at least 1 week in advance. I mean, the VIP members, I'll get more on this later, but the VIP members are way in advance of everyone else, almost including me. I'm only one step behind me, but that is when the channels will be starting up again. This is due to, and I've said this in the community tab, I've said it on Twitter, I've said it on Facebook, my laptop screen broke, so I couldn't do anything with that, I couldn't see the shows I was reacting to. It worked over HDMI, but that was causing a lot of stutters. I've stopped doing HDMI now, I'm doing it solely off the laptop, which is why you'll see me looking down there occasionally. Well, occasionally, when I'm looking at the show. That's when you see me looking down there. After that, after I got it fixed, 130 quid it cost, but after I got it fixed, my screen recorder wouldn't work. So I had to do a full system restore to fix that. And then after that took about maybe 5 days to get all that done, moving everything over to the hard drive to do that and then moving everything back over. And then after that, my DVD software would not activate. So it came in threes and I lost a whole month, and I'm so sorry for having to put some shows on, well, all the shows on hold until I sorted it all out. Hopefully that's it and it doesn't break down for at least another couple of years, and then if it ever does, I'll have to start putting money away to get it fixed ASAP, because it took a fortnight to save up the money to get it done. Or maybe I can add it onto my Sky Protect insurance. But they normally take 3 weeks to come back anyway. This guy only took a few days. Now you may see me looking down there a lot. That's where my notes are for this video. Some people think I'm using overused content on the channel. And I am. Benidorm, that's overused. That's overused a lot on YouTube channels. When I was doing research, when I was looking around YouTube channels, Benidorm appeared a lot. But the problem is, you can only get on what you can get on, because this is a very risky business when it comes to doing this. A lot of shows get blocked worldwide. They may get us. I haven't had a strike yet, cross fingers, but they may get a strike. But when you find something that can go on, yeah, it's best to react to it, just to fill the gap, so you've got a lot more time to find others that can come on. I mean, I do have a lot of unique content. I mean, there's the 70s anthology show Thriller. I've not seen any reactions to that when I was doing research. Could be wrong, there could be some, or just showing it. But I've got the unique, I've got Thriller. That is an anthology show that has twist endings, and I'm quite enjoying it. 3rd episode's the best so far. But I am very much enjoying it. Not got to the end of the 1st season yet. But yes, it may be a long show, but it's a good show. It's in the same vein as kind of like the Twilight Zone, Outer Limits. You'll see me guessing all over the place, mostly wrong. I will never guess it right. Like trying to guess the twists. I mean, I think the 3rd episode, I thought of the twist, but instead of thinking of another twist, I just kept on adding on to that twist. So I was making my twist so convoluted. But then we've also got shows like Dead Set, which I want to say the 2nd episode is blocked in quite a few countries. UK is one of them, and that's where I'm from. I did try and put in a dispute, but it wasn't accepted. The 1st episode was, but the 2nd episode wasn't. I cannot say about any future episodes yet, but it is allowed in the USA and things like that. I will put a video up saying it is on YouTube, it is on Dailymotion, and I'll put something in the community comment, in the community post saying why. Because I will also be 18 plus the last episode as well, because it is very gory. So if that can get on YouTube, it will be 18 plus. But it will be on Dailymotion as well. But it will be 18 plus. I am not taking any risks. It is very, very gory. And it's an instant strike, I'm guessing, if that comes on. So if you don't like gore, do not watch that episode. That is the last episode of Dead Set. But it is easy with Dailymotion to turn off the family filter, just scroll to the bottom. It says family filter or parental filter or something like that. Click it off. And then you can watch it. I can't monetize it, but you can watch it. Which, talking about monetization, weirdly enough, Dead Set's parts 1, 2 and 3 on Dailymotion did not get claimed. I'm doing fate here. I'm testing fate. Not claimed, they did not get age restricted. But Friday the 13th for series part 2 did. That's the tamest horror I've reacted to. So, I don't know how these companies' minds work, but like I say, scroll to the bottom of Dailymotion, parental filter, and then it's off. But then we've got shows like Cannonball. I don't know if I'm doing season 2 yet. If you want season 2, let me know. Got the Laurel and Hardys. I haven't got every single one of them, so if your favourite one's not there, let me know and I shall try and find it. But it is the box set containing most. But, like I say, if your favourite's not there, put it in the comments. But then we've got what I consider the best show I have reacted to so far. And I've reacted to quite a few. And this includes tests that the VIP members get on Patreon. But Afterlife is, like I say, one of the best shows I have reacted to. The on and off again friendship, should I say, not relationship, they're not together. The on and off friendship of Alison and Robert, Leslie Sharp and Robert Lincoln, Nick from The Walking Dead. That is fantastic. And the argument in episode 5, I did not think they would ever speak again after that. That argument, my God. I'm not going to go into what it is. I don't want to spoil it. But bloody hell, wait for it. Just wait for it. But it is a fantastic show, that. I can't get that on YouTube, but I will. That is on Dailymotion. Then once again, Overused. Good Night, Sweetheart. Yes, I admit. Yes, that is overused. But once again, I can only put out what I can get out until I have tested all the others. I can't get shows like Father Ted up because apparently when I will shout out to Taff316 for this. He did help me on Twitter. I did watch a lot of his advert reactions. So I tried to stay clear of the TV show reactions because just in case I want to react to them. But the advert reactions I did watch, I love them. Go over to Taff316. He's got loads of videos up. When I did my research, he was one of the people I looked at. And he helped me a lot on Twitter. Thank you so much, Taff316. I really do appreciate it. So with him, he managed to get The Inbetweeners and Father Ted up. I do want to react to these. I've done one episode. These are not up on VIP yet. Not until they will go up. I did promise they will go up as soon as I've edited them. But I have recorded it, I have not edited it yet because all I did was try to upload the episode. That's what I do, I just try to upload the episode first. If it gets claimed and blocked in certain countries, I will try it. If it gets claimed and blocked worldwide, I shall come back to it later. So, like the Bill does that, but I've continued that going. But so if you miss any episodes of the Bill, they will be on Dailymotion. But yes, he has them up, but I can't get them up. So they may have to go on Dailymotion too. I do apologise for the stuffiness, I think I've got a cold. But then we've got Bread, a fantastic Liverpudlian comedy. I love it. The family dynamic, bar one. But the family dynamic is fantastic. I love that show to bits. How they're a close-knit family, how they will do... I'm going to say anything to survive then. They're not going around murdering and stuff like that. But claiming that anything they can off the social. For it's not what Grandad needs in the future. It's not what Grandad needs now. It's for what he may need in the future. You won't understand that until you watch it. But that is fabulous, I tell you. It's absolutely fabulous. The loyalty of that family together, I just love it to bits. It's that family dynamic that glues that show together. But as I mentioned earlier, Friday the 13th, the series. Now, some of these get claimed, some don't. It all depends on the episode. I mean, the first two, the one with the Cupid got claimed because of the song. The others haven't been claimed. But I still got it on, somehow. It's still on YouTube. But yeah, it's a good show. Unfortunately, it's one of those shows that got cancelled due to declining figures in the last season and sort of ends without a conclusion to it. But it is a good show, I do enjoy it. As they run around trying to get all these cursed goods back that they sold stupidly in the first episode. Now they're having to try and claim them all back. Mind you, I've never seen them pay for, give the money back for the things yet. And Let the Blood Run Free, a fantastic, funny comedy, I tell you. It's a parody. It's not. Well, it is a comedy, but it's a parody, if that makes sense. It's a soap opera parody set in a hospital revolving around the lives of the staff there. There's not many. It's supposed to be a hospital. There's not many staff, but it revolves around their lives, and it is so over the top, so random, so ridiculous. It's supposed to be low budget, it's supposed to look low budget, act low budget, and it succeeds. And it is absolutely funny. Not recorded the second season yet, because I'm still trying to find episodes that will go on, I'm still trying to find shows that will go onto YouTube, but hopefully it will get there. Like I say, Benidorm Overused and The Upper Hand. This is another good one, but this is more, it's comedy, it's a sitcom, but it's more along of the will they, won't they, with Charlie and, I keep calling her Diana, because that's her real name in real life, Diana Weston. But she, between Charlie and Caroline, that's it, Caroline, with Honor Blackman playing the mother. And a young Linda Carter, a very young Linda Carter in Charlie's daughter role. That's Linda Carter from EastEnders, if you watch EastEnders. I did know her as a child from T-Bag. Let me know if you watched T-Bag in the 80s. I used to love that show. I loved it to bits. And when Tabitha Bag, Tallulah Bag played Diane in Emmerdale. Tabitha Bag, she made an appearance on The Detectives. I loved it. Just like I loved the Noel's House Party segment there. Oh, The Detectives is fab, I tell you. I also want to say, this is me from like a couple of hours in the future, that also any shows that are blocked on YouTube may possibly be on Dailymotion. So if you see a video saying it's been blocked on YouTube in your country, please check Dailymotion for that. Now back to the past me. But now we get to the meat and potatoes of the show, the long-running shows that will continue no matter what. And this will go straight into the next segment I want to talk about. So we've got Prisoner Cell Block H, Coronation Street, Sons and Daughters, which are all soap operas, and The Bill, which ran for a lot of years. And I'm hoping I can get them all up for you, but who knows? We may be able to, we may not, but I'm going to try. I'm honestly going to try. So with these shows, what I'm thinking of doing, because I did work it out, and I did put this on a community post, but I don't know how many people are seeing that. There is one person who commented to me called 1701 Alvin. Shout out to you, 1701 Alvin. And thank you for your comments, I greatly appreciate it. I'm glad you're enjoying Prisoner. And thanks for your opinions on the show, I do gratefully appreciate it. Any opinions anyone's got, let me know. I am always open to them, I'll always try to respond, especially since I'm a small channel. Now, sometimes I'll respond, but just like it at the end, like a second comment. That's because I can't spend all day responding to comments. I've got to do recordings and editing and get them all uploaded and things like that. So hopefully you're not offended by me just liking a second comment. And also, I don't want you to think you feel obliged to comment if I comment. So I may do it then as well, just so you're not obligated to, and it doesn't just running a long wall of comments. So please don't be offended if I don't comment, and some I may not comment on, but I may use in a Q&A. So if you want any comments, any questions to be used in a Q&A, thumb those comments up so I can see them. I do check in the morning and I do check on a night time for comments before I start editing, after I finish editing, but if I'm extremely busy, we may not be able to. I mean, this week I've got all catching up to do, same as next week. This weekend is Christmas 2022, so yeah, I won't be able to work that day because I'm going to be cooking lunch all day. So I'm not going to be able to do any recordings then. But yes, as I was saying, Coronation Street, I did find out, I have sent messages out to people who've got episodes on the channel because I've only got the DVDs and that will leave massive gaps in between episodes. I have found people with episodes on the channel. I have reached out to them to see if I can use the content because I am not stealing their content at all. I do not agree with that. I wouldn't want someone to steal my content. I will credit them. If some of these have not been online, well, I've not uploaded in 4 years, so if they don't get back in touch with me in 30 days, I will use the content, but I will still credit them as if they said yes. So, all the unedited videos that I talk about, you know, without me blabbering on over them, it will be on their channel that I credit. But I'm not mentioning channels yet because I've had no responses back yet. And what I am thinking of doing, because as I was saying before I went off on a tangent, the Coronation Street episodes, I have got a lot of them. At first I only had them on DVDs, and that was going to take at least, I think it was 15 years to do just off the DVDs. I think I did work it out a while ago or something like that. I did put it on Twitter, how long it'd take. That was a while ago though. And now I've got a lot more episodes if they agree to it. It's going to take, if I do all these episodes, at least 40 years if I do it once weekly. 40 years. I'm 43. I'll either not be around by then or I'll be hobbling around on a cane. But what I am trying to do is get as many videos out so if I ever do leave this planet and leave this earthly existence, I will still have videos going if YouTube's still about, that is. So hopefully it is, and then hopefully even a year or two after my death, you're still getting videos up. But then you can watch them solemnly like, oh, he's not around anymore. Good. It's so irritating. But what I'm thinking of doing with these episodes is let me know what you think in the comments. Tuesdays, Thursdays, Saturdays will be Coronation Street in the mornings at 10 AM. On the evenings of Tuesday and Thursday, I'm thinking of doing Sons and Daughters. That's because there is 900 and something episodes of those, and they're going to take a long time to get through as well. And every week on Saturdays evenings will be Prisoner Cell Block H. And they will also keep their Sunday slot as well. So it'll be 13 a month, 9 a month, 5 a month. The reason I'm doing it like this is because there's more Coronation Streets than Sons and Daughters, and there's more Sons and Daughters than there is Prisoners. So if any of the shows finish, I will put another show, a long-running show, in those multi-slots. But until then, these are the ones I've decided. But let me know what you think. I'm sorry, I did record all this before, but I found out I weren't wearing my microphone. So what will happen is, you may go to different sounds, if I've missed anything out, things like that, from what I spoke about. So it may go to different sound quality. Also, what do you think about the preview? I'm willing to do previews every first Sunday. Like, not first Sunday of the month, but it's the first Sunday. Like, my shows are on a 4 weekly rotating basis. So it'll come on the first Monday. So it'll be like, Prisoner, let me try and work this in the right order. I'm not sure if this is the right order. Prisoner, Coronation Street, Sons and Daughters, The Bill. When it gets to The Bill, the week starting The Bill, that is when the previews will be. It won't be right now because I want to get rid of the what caused this reaction thing that I did, preview that I did. What I thought was good when I first started, but it was absolutely atrocious. I hate it. I regret doing it. The reason why I did it is because when I was looking up on, you know, how to do a YouTube channel, all the tips and tricks, they says, ask a question, get people wanting to know what the answer is. So I thought, no one does what causes reaction. Let's do that. Atrocious. I hated it. So I changed it to the one scene per show, what I consider the best scene of the show, as long as it was in the middle, not too close to the beginning, not too close to the end, and then I used it as that. But then I wanted to do it a bit better, so I did it like normal previews are, and then cut sections out, normally between 40 seconds to 120 seconds. I don't like it going over at 120 seconds. No more than 2 minute previews, I promise. But I will try to keep them around the 60-second mark if possible. But I'll cut them out throughout the show and then put them in the beginning. But what I'm thinking of doing, and let me know in the comments if you think this is a good idea, is putting all those previews into one. I mean, they'll still be at the beginning of the episode, just in case you don't watch these previews. But put all these previews into one, and then they will run on the day of the bill in the morning, and all those previews will be going. Obviously there'll be two sorts. There'll be the normal one for YouTube, and then the extended one for Daily Motion, because I can't put the Daily Motion shows on YouTube. So the Daily Motion one will have Daily Motion footage in it. So hopefully you like that idea. If you do, I'm more than willing to do it. I'm not thinking of doing this for the multi-shows, the Coronation Street, Prisoners and Sons and Daughters, because I do not want them to have a preview in of a later episode, which then spoils an earlier episode. But what I can do, if you want, is make a separate one for these, put this on a Monday morning. I may only do this as a tester if you want it, but put these on a Monday morning, but put at the beginning, it may, I mean it will have spoilers obviously because of the previews, but it may contain major spoilers. So if you want that, let me know and I shall put it on. So you'll have the normal one on a Sunday and the long running one on a Tuesday. So if you want that, let me know and I'll see what I can do about that. And then that'll be everyday double episodes, which I said I didn't want to do in the community post. Well, I couldn't do in the community post, but this is just taking out pieces that I'm already editing out anyway. Well, editing in anyway. Now, I did do a community post on the stretched resolutions of shows. Now, I asked if people wanted them stretched, if people wanted it in native resolution. Thank you to the people who replied, I do appreciate that. Unfortunately, I had 2 replies and I think they were both different answers, so it was 50-50 on those. But what I'm going to do is keep them as stretched for now, see how that goes. But there is some that I cannot stretch, and they are the Region 1 DVDs. Because I am trying to buy as many as possible and do it that way. I don't want to thieve or anything like that. As I was saying earlier on about the Coronation Street episodes, I just don't want to steal it from channels. So I wouldn't want people to steal from me, as I said, so I'm not going to steal from others. But the 4:3 resolutions cannot be stretched in my software. I have tried, and the only stretching it could do would make people's heads look out here. I tell you, it wasn't the smart stretch my DVD software does. It was an absolutely horrendous stretch. So the Region 1 DVDs will have to stay as native resolution. And also, if any shows have too much stuttering or anything like that, they will have to be at 4:3 as well, I'm afraid. But every other one, as well as subtitles, if I've got them, I will try to get them on stretched. If they haven't got subtitles, I can't, but you can caption them if you want, whether into another language, but I cannot see what that says. So please, 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 if you do that, do it correctly. Or English, because I don't really have time to caption, if I'm honest. Because I'm recording 20 shows, I've got to get 20 shows out per week, that is recorded per month, that is recorded and edited, and then I need to get in front in case my laptop breaks again, and then doing these previews. Like I say, the previews won't be yet, the previews will be once the curtains have stopped, and once the what causes this reaction has stopped. Even did that on some Yumi in the Apocalypse, so that was a good show as well. Really wish I didn't. Now, on my gaming channel, what I'm starting up again in sometime around Q2 2023 is, I'm saying 2023, I think this is going out New Year's Eve or New Year's Day, but I don't know which one yet, so that's why I'm not saying this year, just in case. But yeah, on my gaming channel, I am going to be doing giveaways for keys of games. And how would you like it if I get enough subscribers, and this is only if I get enough subscribers, because I'm still having to buy DVDs for myself right now, but if I get monetized, Patreon members, things like that, Patreon members will have their own giveaways, so they'll have 2 chances to earn per time. There'll be 3 giveaways per month, and what will happen is, on one episode, at some point through it, I will give a keyword. Now, I haven't worked out exactly how this is going to work for you to give your answer yet, because I don't want you to do it in the comments. And I will put it in the description of how to give me an answer. With the gaming one, it will be an email. I will never ask you for shipping. There will be no shipping fees involved for you. If anyone does that, it's a scam. I'm not going to scam you. I'm not going to ask you for shipping. This is a pure giveaway I will be doing 3 times per month, and you will win. It has to be a show that month, but you will win a DVD, a show of that month. The DVD, not just the episode. You'll win that series, like series 1, series 2, series 3, whatever series you're on, that is what you will win. Now, you can pick which show you want. If it's a £10 show or a £100 show, you can pick it. So that is completely up to you. Now, this does not apply to the long-running shows. You can't pick Coronation Street, Sons and Daughters, or Prisoner, I'm afraid. This only applies to any that are on a normal rotating basis. So if you want that, I need to be able to get hold of them. If I can't get hold of them, you'll have to pick another one. But I will notify who the winners are, and they will let me know the show, and I will get it delivered to me and then get it sent off to them. So let me know if you want that, if you'd like that. And I won't tell you what episodes these are in. These will be in any episode whatsoever. But as I say, it won't be that show that you win. It'll be your choice. So, let me know in the comments, and I hope that gets you excited for the shows. But I need to get enough subscribers first. I need to be monetized in order to afford this. So, or if I get quite a few Patreon members, because they'll be picking shows as well. If I get enough Patreon members, I might allow them to pick the long-running shows. Say I'm on Series 1 of Goodnight Sweetheart. Yes, it can be Daily Motion shows as well as YouTube shows, but if I'm on Goodnight Sweetheart, Season 1, you cannot say you want Series 4. It has to be that series, I'm afraid. So, yes, it's a bit strict, but that's how it goes. With the Patreon giveaways, I'm going to speak more about Patreon later, but with the Patreon giveaways, what that's going to do, that is also going to include the exclusive shows you've got. So, once again, with Patreon as well, you will be able to pick any series of that show that you want. So even if you're only on series 2 of Benidorm, you can pick series 9 if you want. That's only Patreon though. I do want to give better deals like that to Patreon members, because after all they will be paying for their sub. But you have to be an active member, and you have to have been an active member for a month for that to take place. This genre of shows on YouTube is dangerous, very dangerous. I could go a year without any strikes whatsoever, and then I could get 100 in one day. So, what I urge you to do is follow me on Daily Motion, because if I'm still up there, then you'll still be getting my shows there, until maybe I can sort everything out, things like that. And also on Twitter or Facebook. Twitter I'm most active on, but Facebook can get more info since you've allowed more to post on there. But yes, any of those, because if both channels go down, I'll have to find somewhere else to go, and I'll have to keep you informed. So I don't want you to think I'm just deleting my channel or anything like that. I want to keep this going as long as possible. Like I said earlier on, I would like to get enough episodes out, like put up and scheduled to go out on YouTube. I can't schedule on Dailymotion, can I, unfortunately? I don't think, can I? But put them up, scheduled to go out, and then after a year or two after my death, you've still got videos coming out. That's what I'm hoping to do. I'm never wanting to strike this channel, no, don't jinx me. I never want to give this channel up. I want to keep it going as much as possible. I love everyone who's subscribed so far. I love anyone who has or is going to, maybe going to, join my Patreon. And I just love anyone who watches. So I want to bring as much content to you as possible. Oh, just about the DVDs as well. Let me go back about the DVD giveaways. They may possibly be in PAL format. Since I'm from the UK and get PAL DVDs, they may be in the PAL format. So if you're out of the country, you must have if you're out of the region 2s, should I say, you must have a multi-region DVD player or equivalent, like multi-region PC or whatever, to have these shows running. Some, if you pick something like Friday the 13th or something like that, they may also come, so I could only get it in Region 1. So unfortunately, if it's something like that, I will make you aware if you win and you choose something like that. I will make you aware what format it's in, just in case you want to change your mind. But Region 1s in the UK and places like that, you need a multi-region DVD player. So finally, I do want to speak about Patreon. I just want to let you know what tiers are. Tier 1 is just the YouTube and Dailymotion early access. Get between a week to a month early access, depending what the show is. Now, as of this moment, I have put a warning up saying not to join yet. That'll be getting changed soon. I mean, a post will be going up saying it's safe to join again. Because with the laptop vacant, nothing was getting put up. And I didn't want people to think I was ghosting them. So, Tier 1 is just YouTube and Dailymotion early access. Tier 2, up to but not including VIP, is the early access and the exclusive shows. And then as it goes up in tiers, it's more stuff as well. I mean, from the intern tier and above, what will happen there, you'll get the polls. I'll put 10 shows up. I mean, anyone on Patreon or YouTube can ask for shows. I will not stop them asking for shows. And if I do a show, it will start from Season 1, Episode 1. So do not say you want Series 4, Episode 6 of a certain show. It will start from the first episode. But intern members, they will get a poll on shows they want, the most requested shows. It'll be 10 shows. They can knock it down to 5. And then another poll shall go up for everyone on Patreon to see which shows they want, basically. And the YouTube shows what are requested will be added into there as well. So, like I say, thumbs those up on YouTube. If anyone comments a show, thumbs them up so I can see them. It'll make it much easier for me to put them into the polls rather than them shows being scattered all over the place in the comments. Because if I ever get to a point where I've got too many comments, I'll miss some of them, unfortunately. Yes, that's intern tier or above for the main polls. And then there's the VIP tier, which this is £10 a month. I think it's £10 a month. But what the VIP adds is once a month, at the end of every month, you will get a batch load of shows that I have edited that month. Now, this can range from anywhere between maybe 12 shows to 50 shows, depending how strongly I've been going on the editing that month. Now, these will all be sent to a Dropbox folder, which you can access as VIP. The password changes every month, so you cannot join as a sub and like then drop out because you've got the content, and then you keep it going like that. Now this will go on the password will change every single month for this. As soon as, just before I upload a batch, the password will change. So if you try to get into it then and the password's not working, that is why. Now unfortunately I've got no Patreon members just yet, but I just want to make you aware just in case. And I don't know, Dropbox doesn't tell you which shows are copyrighted on there. You go to it, you open a folder, it's empty. They're the copyrighted shows. I don't see that. Unfortunately, I don't see that. I've got no warning whatsoever. If I get any VIP members, I will not know. All the ones below VIP have their own Dropbox folder too for the exclusive shows. The tier 1 used to have a Dropbox of cut down shows, but unfortunately I had to stop that due to time constraints. However, they still do have access to the cut down shows of You Me the Apocalypse and Murder She Wrote, the first 4 episodes. So they still do have the cut down episodes for that. They were already up there. I didn't want to take them down, so I left them up for tier 1 members to watch. They do get the final episode of You Me the Apocalypse in full though. But yes, with the VIP members as well, all the testings I do, because after I've done a batch, I will do like a day or 2 of testing, trying different shows like Bottom and Nightingales, things like that. And even the testings get put up there. So you could have them up there for a year, 2 years. So we'll have to, if I get far enough in front, you will have lots of shows way before others have them. And also elite members, I took this tier off right now, but this will come back at some point. This is the most expensive tier, but you will also have all the extras that the discs contain. So you will have all the outtakes, all the behind the scenes documentaries, all the interviews, everything like that. So like I say, the elite tier is not published yet. I think that's $12.50 a month, I think, plus tax. But that does have everything on it. I mean, that will be the movies that can get up there as well, like the In-Betweeners movie, Are You Being Served movie, things like that. But as I say, I'll say it again, they have been unpublished. That tier has been unpublished for now until I get things up. What will happen with the long shows, the multi-day shows, they may get uploaded to a Dropbox folder monthly, like month in advance. Well, the beginning of the month for the Patreon members. So they are always ahead. I always want them to be ahead. Hopefully I can do it like that. We'll have to wait and see. If that doesn't work, I'll just have to start unlisting them all on YouTube. Because like I say, Dailymotion did block episode 2. For some strange reason, blacklisted it. So, with that, I'm sorry for such a long video. This would normally be a Q&A, but as I said, no Q's, so no A's. I just wanted to give you a look at what the channel is becoming, what I'm going to be doing, and try to get your thoughts on it. And please, please, please do not hesitate to put any of your thoughts of anything I've said in the channel. I don't know what amount of subscribers it will be for giveaways yet, but the channel will have to be earning some money to do that. So we'll have to be 4,000 hours of watch time, 1,000 subscribers at least, the very, very least. Or if I can get enough Patreon members and that can fund it, I shall do it there. But I don't want to start it up and then I lose a lot of Patreon members and then I have to stop it again. So I am looking more along the subscribers, how many subscribers I've got, how my videos do, you know, are people watching them, am I getting the watch time? I just want to say a little thing about ads as well. I am not the type of person that likes ad 2 minutes a show, ad 2 minutes a show. You know, like a lot of people do on Dailymotion. Get ads all over the place. I do not like that. I have at least a 15-minute rule, kind of like TV shows. I mean, some are quite as simple. They have end of part 1, end of part 2. That's when I'll do it, if I can monetize those ones. But I have at least a 15-minute rule. So half-hour shows may get 1 ad in between, and the hour shows may only get 2. So I'm not going to be throwing ad after ad after ad at you. I hate that. I'm not going to do that. So if you're on Dailymotion, I do highly advise that you embed the videos, because I tried watching it with Afterlife episode 1 and it just kept on buffering all the bloody time. Just buffered. Embed, please embed. So with that, I just thought I'd give you an insight how the ads would work. There'll be a pre-roll, a post-roll, and possibly 1 or 2 in between, depending on length. Thriller may have 3 since it's a longer show. Hold on, no, 2, because it's only end of part 1, end of part 2. So there we go. You looked out on a 3rd one there. So with that, I want to thank each and every one of you for watching. I hope this gave you more of an insight on the channel. Please comment anything you like in the comments. Please, if you give criticism, make it constructive. I do beg of you that. If I do have any Patreon members by the time this video has come out, I don't think I will have done, because there's no videos been coming out. But if I do, thank you all so much for being a Patreon member. I thank you for... So, like I say, I thanked all my Patreon members, if I've got any at this point. And I thank each and every one of you for watching, whether you've been commenting, whether you're subscribing, whether you've subscribed, whether you're thinking about subscribing. I'm not expecting this video to get a lot of views, but hopefully it will do in the future as people want to see what kind of channel this is going to be. So with that, I thank you all, and now I've got to get into recording because I've lost an hour's worth of recording doing this video. So I'm going to get into it. I hope to see you in any of my other videos, and I do really hope you'll give the videos you haven't seen a chance, because there are some good shows there. And it's like you watch a TV show, you're not going to know if you like that TV show. Like say Walking Dead. You're not going to know you like The Walking Dead until you watch The Walking Dead. Same with any TV show. So I do highly urge you to try shows you haven't seen. And I don't mean just like 30 seconds like people are doing and then flipping back out again. Like give it a chance, give it an episode chance, see if you like it. Or wait for the previews and just watch the previews. And yeah, you might not like the first preview of the show, but they might come up later and you really enjoy the preview. And then go on to watch it. So if you watch the previews and you like one of those, give it a chance. Don't just skip over the previews. Please give them a chance, I do beg of you. So I thank everyone for watching this video, and I hope it gave you more insights on how the channel will be running. As I said, please comment down below any thoughts you may have. I'm always looking for people's input. I want this to be a channel not only for me, but that you enjoy watching as well. So I hope you had a very Merry Christmas, and I hope you have a great New Year. Till next time, goodbye.